Hmm. Grab my lenser. Hello, hiyo, ayo. Oh man, hey yo. What's up, people? Keep on coming. What's up, everybody? I hope everyone is doing great. Yes, guys, you're most welcome. Good evening. Right now, I'm sitting next to the fire because I'm not feeling well. It's a bit too cold today. I was also busy with work, but I hope everyone is doing great. Good morning and good evening to us. Yeah, what a day. I'd rather be crying in bed than chilling in a bed. Way. I don't like to. Thank you for the thumbs up. How are you, my dear? I hope you're doing great. So, guys, I have breaking news for you. Suddenly, the old lady that I was taking care of, if you're new here, if you don't know that lady, actually, I was working as a caretaker, taking care of that lady. She was suffering from the diabetes, and recently, this Friday, early in the morning, we received the news that she had passed away. So now we're just there, and and another thing that I've learned here in Saudi Arabia with their culture, it's that I saw people cried only on Friday. People cried on Friday, only on Friday. The next day, Saturday, today, no one was crying. Thank you, my dear. In my country, Kevin, hi, hey Kevin, how are you? In my country, if somebody passed away, like let me give an example. In my culture, we take like 3 days of mourning. They don't bury immediately. So that body will stay for 3 days. If you died on Friday, like that, let me give an example. Like this old lady that I was taking care of, she passed. I joined you on. Yes. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, my dear Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. So the lady, I was saying, they bury you like we take 3 days of mourning. Sister, show me the outside. Is you, Baba? My dear, the outside is okay. Let me show you. Let me take you outside. So let me take you through the window because this. So I was trying to show outside. Unfortunately, outside we can't see properly the view because that side, if I move with a phone, there is no Wi-Fi that side. So there's no much network that side. But outside, such a beautiful place and mountains, and you see houses. Have you ever been from up? It's even much better, the view, because if you see the houses from down, it's like houses are being hidden into the mountain. That's how the view is, and it's so beautiful. So as I was telling you guys, yes, the internet went off, so I had to come back in my room again. Where are you from, Crispy? Where I'm from, Uganda. I'm a Ugandan, but basically right now I'm living in Saudi Arabia. So this old lady passed away on Friday, and on that same Friday she was buried. And I was we didn't even see her. But me, in my culture, we take 3 days. 3 days without burying you. You're just there. All our family members has to gather. Unless those who are like outside of the country, they cannot come, but you have to stay for 3 days. We mourn you for 3 days. When you're still there, you're not yet being buried. And my dear, you have to go and see that dead body. You even have to touch it. Like we family members, you have to go and touch that person, to say your farewells. You cry. Everyone is crying around, but here, people only cried on Friday. I was like, what? And it gave me something. I learned something. You see, I'm someone who is so emotional. But let me tell you guys, that day I only cried on Friday. Like I felt so bad because I knew the person and I was taking care of her. But after that, the next day, it was like a normal day because I didn't see her. Me, whenever I see like a dead body, I always become emotional. I just start thinking of, you start realizing that life is just timeless. You're just living on this earth for just a minute. Anytime, you're no longer there. But let me tell you guys, there's nothing that hurts the most whenever you go somewhere and you see people are just living their life. And for some people, for instance, maybe they are used with it. But me, where I come from in Uganda, when someone has passed away, we are so touched. Like it's like that person has taken away the part of us. The only thing that a person cannot say that let me contribute or let me sacrifice it, when they say, oh, we need to bury this person with someone else. Everybody believe like, it's that time. It's your time to go. Go, my dear. Please say goodbye to wherever you need to. But here, people sit and talk. I know they carry their beads, those small beads they usually carry. And then they start like maybe praying, but they don't cry. That's the thing here. They don't cry. No food. In my country, if you lost someone, for them they don't care whether you've lost someone, if there is no food in that funeral, if there is no porridge to eat in that funeral, you're going to be the talk in the village. You know what people start saying? Oh, last time we went to so-and-so's funeral, that person is so stingy. Even food we did not eat. Even porridge we did not eat. Even a bottle of water, nothing. They will start talking your name. And next time when you lose someone, they will not come. That's in Uganda. You joke. In Uganda, people come to the funeral for food. People come to the funeral to see where you stay. And if you are this slay queen in the city, they will only want to come and see this person who was showing off. Where does she live? What kind of the house does she own? That's the reason most of people come in Uganda for the funeral. You may think that a lot of people have come to say goodbye to our friend or maybe to our deceased. No, they have come to see where you're staying. People there, they come to check on what kind of life you are living. People live a different life. Except for me. Me from the city and home, I'm always the same. I don't like pretending. Whether I'm in the city, the same life I live in the city, that's the same life I live at home. And I thank God for that I have nothing to hide and I have nothing to pretend of, because when they say, even if it's little, thank God for that blessing. And then the people who carry themselves, I'm telling you guys, in Uganda, don't try to act like, they will just wait for the moment. In Uganda, they just wait for that moment when they will come. Even that one who never liked you, that day will come to say goodbye to you. Or maybe your dad or your mom, they will just come. But the reason why they are coming is to see where you're coming from. How does the house that you live in looks like? Everything, your parents, the road that comes from. People there are so funny. But here, no food. Let me tell you guys, in Oman, I used to work in Oman, and then the father to my former boss passed on. It was at around 7 p.m. That gentleman was buried at around he was buried at 8 p.m. So me, I was informed that very night that Nora, granddaddy, for us we used to call him grandpa, even if I wasn't related to him, but I was working for his daughter, so I had to call him granddad. So we went. By the time I went there, the maid who was working there told me, you know what, Nora, we don't need to cry. They already buried him. We were like, what? Hey, Muhammad, how are you? I hope you're doing great. And then, so from there, I started adapting this behavior of not cry. It's like it's nothing, to be honest. To me, from there, that's when I started becoming not being emotional of anything. Even last time when I was home, we lost someone, but I did not cry. I don't know. I was just reacting so normal. It was like it's a normal thing. Someone has gone. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It was airtime. I did not cry. You know this crying when you cry and then you lose your. Me, I used to cry and even I'll faint. The next day I'll find myself in the hospital. And then the next day when it's for the burial, that's when they bring me back again to save my farewell to the person who has passed on. But let me tell you guys, it was so hard. In Oman, it was like it was a party. People were eating, drinking. I was like, what? You guys, you're not even feeling sorry. Ah. In Oman, it was a very big celebration, let me tell you guys. But here in Saudi, it's very, very different. Guys, they say every country with its own culture. And yeah, I've learned a lot of culture. In Oman, I realized that when someone passed on, it's like a party. They have to eat. Whether you want, people there have to eat. They have to drink their coffee. And you will not feed them your meat. You have to feed them lamb. If there is no lamb at the funeral, that's not funeral in Oman. Yeah. People there, they eat. Now let's come back to Saudi. In Saudi, we have been preparing coffee yesterday and today. We have been only preparing coffee and tea, coffee and tea, coffee and tea. They are Arab coffee. So I prepare that coffee and then my madam takes it to her mother's house. They go there, they sit. As I told you, they read their small beads. That's what they do. Just coffee, taking coffee and tea and eating dates. Those are the only thing. And then come to Uganda. Uganda, we behave like Kenyans and we behave like Rwandese. We behave like, let me just say Africa. If you just know Africa. In Africa, do not let your people go without eating anything. You have to make sure that you're prepared for them something to eat. Without preparing anything, you be the talk. Even you, the owner, they usually give money like for the condolences. Someone comes and say, sorry my dear, sorry for your loss. They give you something because they know you need that money to spend it on buying maybe food, preparing for the guests. But if they give you that money, if they come to the funeral, the first thing they do, they don't give you the money immediately. So there, let me tell you, in Uganda, funeral is like a business. Some people, they take it as a business. You find someone, actually one day I argued with someone. I really argued with someone. Why did I have to say it's a business? So when the father of my kid passed on, my in-laws were like, you have to give us some money. I was like, excuse me, is this a business? I'm the one who lost someone. Okay, yes, he's your son, but I lost the father of my kid. And I have to think of how am I going to take care of this kid by myself. And you guys are telling me that I'm not giving you money for what? Money as who? Hey, some people, if you don't really come out and then be bold and speak up your mind to them, they will not respect you. All they will say, oh, that person is like this ABC, then let people say whatever they want. But we in Uganda, funeral is like a business for food, for drinks. If you don't have none of those, they will not even give you money for condolences. They'll be like, we went to have funeral and even nothing, even portion with beans, we did not eat. At least for them, they don't care what kind of food you've cooked. Make sure that you've cooked food, they have ate food, and they have seen what kind of the house that you're living in. And after that, they'll go back to the city. You'll be the news. If you're working with them, you'll be the news. We went last time to so and so's home. Oh, have you seen where they live? The house is like, oh, hey. They'll start gossiping about you. I never knew that until I grew up. But one thing I will always hear my grandma, my mom, they will say that, guys, we really need to make our home look so good so that when people come, they all know that not only in the city we are living a better life, but even home in the village. That's why I told you guys, I thank God that whether in the city, whether in the village, I know where I come from. And even in the city, people know that those kids, they don't pretend, because where they are coming from, it's okay. So when I grew up, I was like, this is why at home they have to make sure that they work so hard to make sure that our home looks good, everything around us. We don't only live the life in the city, but even at home where we come from, we have a place that we say, yes, this is our home. This is a home where you can invite people. So there in Uganda, going to the funeral is quite really different from any other thing. People love food. But me, I don't know. I don't like eating food at the funeral. I don't like. Because when we were young, when you're kids, even when I grew up, I used to hear the same story. People will say that, most especially Muslims' funerals. Okay, Muslims, don't be angry at me. I'm just saying this because this is what we used to hear when we were young. And until now, when I grew up, people are still saying the same thing, that when a person has passed on, that water they used to wash them with, it's the water they used to cook rice with. No way. And then we'll be like, what? So they use the water, that water they used to wash the dead body with. It's the same water they used to cook rice with. And then they're like, do you know why Muslims' food tastes so good? Muslims do not attack me. We are just talking about this, because it's a story we used to hear when we were young. And recently when I grew up, I was just last year, people were attacking. There are some Muslims, it was even that Muslims were the one attacking their own people, that the rice they cook at the mosque is you joke with Ugandan. You know me, where I come from, everything is possible. When people don't like you, they'll come out and say all kind of things. So they used to say, I'm saying this, guys, do not get angry at me. It was a story that I had. I'm not stopping you from eating food, but that's what they used to say. If you go to that funeral, they have cooked the food they've cooked. They have used that water, the one that they've used to wash the dead body. Then you'll be like, oh, yeah. Yuck. Oh, God. Stories will be like stories. Everyone wants to tell their stories. No one wants to sit there and keep quiet, but everyone wants you to be heard. And that's why whenever I go somewhere up to the funeral, I don't eat. I make sure I carry my own water. I make sure that I eat when I leave home. Before I go there, I'm already satisfied. While people are roaming around with looking for food, me, I'm okay. I don't want roaming around looking for food at someone's house that does not belong to me. People there, they love food. But anyway, that's how cultures they are. just know that me, where I come from, food is the most important thing. Whether you've lost someone, people who are coming, they are coming for food and to see where you stay. They are not coming for you that they feel so sorry for you. No, 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 no. They are coming to see what kind of a house you're living in. They are coming to see what kind of person, where you come from. But here in Saudi, one thing I've realized that people here, like, if you've gone, you're gone. Your days have come and kalas. There's no need of them going around, like feeling too sorry, soaking into tears. In Uganda, the moment they have buried you, papa, your will, the next day it's your will. People want to know. Your family members, they want to know what you left for them. They want to know what you've left for them. They want to know. But here in Saudi, I've realized that people here, and I've loved it, that luxury, it's just full. It's nothing to them. That's what I've loved here in Saudi Arabia. They have this in their heart that here in the world we are just visitors, and when we die, we will leave everything on earth. We will not go with it. Guys, you will not go with anything. Here they do not even have to read the will. The will for what? In my country, passed on, they have to read your will, and we have to know who is going to take your property, who is going to take your clothes, who's going to inherit your underwears. Guys, I'm telling you, in Uganda, everything is possible. People will fight for your clothes, people will fight for your underwears, people will fight for your shoes, people will make sure. You see, when people are here crying, ooh, people are here crying, someone is sneaking into your bedroom looking, where is that document? Let me tell you guys a story. It's a sad story, but I'll never forget this. I'm really sorry to bring this up, but let me say, one of my co-wives went into other. So the father of my kid had like 3 women. Mia was the first one, and the second one, and the third one. But me, we weren't living together. Mia was living my own life, The only thing we shared, it was only my kid. And then, guys, the second wife went into her other co-wife's house and stole the document. Imagine. People here crying, woo, 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 woo. The other one went and stole the document. So people are more after properties. People don't even care about the person who is lifeless down there. That day, my co-wife, they were reading the will. And then the third wife was like, why would you go and steal someone's, just because. I thank God that every time I grow, I learn something. Let me tell you guys, every time you grow, you learn something. And every time I grow and I learn something, it's more I apologize for the things that I used to do when I was young. Sometimes I go, your brain can reflect back to the things that you used to do and you don't like. Me, I know that I'm a very stubborn person. Like, I used to be so stubborn. And being stubborn, I've seen where my stubbornness has put me. So sometimes when I sit by myself, I'm like, you know what? I repent. I repent for that Nora that didn't know anything. I repent and I say, you know what, God, I'm sorry. Back then I don't know what was wrong with me. But as always, I say, You have to go through some things to be able to become that person that you want to become. Because me, I never knew what kind of a person I was until I grew up now here. I saw, I learned that everything we work hard for. Me, sometimes when I work so hard, and then I think of people who have left, I'm like, you know what? Sometimes we stretch our lives for nothing. To be honest, sometimes if you sit by yourself, you look at yourself and you're like, ah, it's all for nothing. Instead of enjoying the little that I have. And then you stress, you stress, you stress. Once you're gone, fighting for yours. The one who is fighting for the shoes, the one who is fighting, and no one cares. No one cares that you're laying down there. Here in Saudi Arabia, it has really taught me so much that I will always sit down and tell myself that yes, everything will remain on earth. I will not go with anything. And leave alone, there are some people in Africa, when someone has passed on, if someone has a mansion, that person will tell the people, like his will, to be buried into that house. So that because they know, some people they know they are, they'll reach a time they will fight. If you're rich, if you were rich and rich and rich, everyone know you that you're rich. Your kids will do their best to fight for your legacy. They'll fight for what you left behind. That's excuse me. That's why some people in Africa, they ask to be buried into their house because they know you won't sell that house. Will you sell the house that has in the grave? No one wants to buy the house that has in the grave. No one wants to be tormented. I know that's a good idea because I think such people, you find the house is not sold. Someone will come and live in that house, their own kids, they come and live in that house, but they cannot sell it. Why? Because no one can buy a house that has in the, like, they've buried you there. Who would stay with a grave in the house? People are like, no way. I can't buy that house. Even if you sell it at the cheapest price, no one will buy it. And then you find people like, but big up, guys, big up to the Saudi culture. I've really loved it. No reading. No one is fighting that, oh, I'll take the blanket. Meow, they are not into that. All they are doing is praying for the person who has passed on. May her soul rest in peace. They are only remained with the memories of the person. They only sit down and talk about the memories, and they don't even care about what the person has left behind. But here, oh, I'm really sorry if you're Ugandan and you're watching this and then you say, but wabula nuro tuogerede. No, it's sikuogerera munda. It is the truth. For once, we have to be honest and love the honesty. But Africans, we don't like people being honest with us. We don't love that. If you're honest with someone, then someone will be like, you have a bad mouth. Not all Africans. There are some Africans, when you're honest with people, you speak your mind to them, they'll be like, you're rude. Like, my mom is a very honest person, and that's what I love about her. And my mom always tells us that I don't care whether in this world I don't have friends, but as long as I have you guys as my kids, you know me, your mom, you know how I think, you know how I feel, you know what I like and you know what I don't like. So the rest, I don't care about them. That's how she is. She's a very, will not come around and then you're like, oh, no. Even her daughter, She'll tell you the truth. She'll be like, hey, you know what, this I don't like about this. And you'll be like, but mom. She'll be like, yes, have I lied? I've told you the truth. You know, the problem with you guys, you don't want to hear the truth. And when someone tells you the truth, you're like, yogiza. Yogiza. That's how some people say. But anyway, let's not only love money, but we should also love people around us. When someone comes with sincerity, at least appreciate the sincerity of that person. Don't lie to them. Don't. Recently, someone came to my. Someone texted me actually on my TikTok. Yeah, someone was like, "Hey, can," and then actually, yeah, I told this person, I, to be honest, I just told this person I was in a relationship because, first of all, most of people are scammers. And me, I'm someone who loves my peace. I don't like someone coming in and like, you start telling me Nora this, Nora that, and then from there someone start asking you for money. I myself, I have responsibility. Why should I give you money? Money for what? No time for that. Let me do my own things. Let me deal with myself. Let me deal with my life. But someone don't come out and then start asking me for money. Money for what? Money for what? Where is Tella? I'm sitting next to fire today because it was freezing for me making samosas. My fingers are too cold. I'd rather be crying in the bedroom, chilling in the bed. Someone say something. Say something. I can see someone is looking at me. Oh, my husband, are you looking at me? Yes. Oh, darling, I'm looking at you. What do you see? I see your sexy eyes. Oh, God. He says, I'm seeing your sexy eyes, baby. Do I still have biscuits here? I still have biscuits here. And now 2 remaining in my box. Oh, 1. It means I have to eat them and finish them today so that I can order. These are my favorite biscuits. This is the first box. And then the second one. I really love these biscuits with tea. They are my favorite. There's another one. It's made in UK. I really love those biscuits. I forgot the name, but it usually comes in the bigger box. But they taste like cookies. Those biscuits. Oh. Hello, how are you, beautiful people? Come and join me for tea. Hope everyone is doing great. Kindly give your host a thumbs up. Hi, guys. Mama. Hello, good evening. I hope you guys are doing great. Hello, how are you doing? I hope everyone is doing great. Guys, why are you looking at me and you're not saying anything? Please say hi and give your host a thumbs up. Click on your three dots and then give me a thumbs up. And then later on we go to the prayer service at the Lakewood Church service. Let me be your Valentine today. Mm. 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 Come on, say something. Who is watching? Hello, hey, hey. Mama tamanyi engeri gy'okwatamu ssimu story. Hey, hey, good morning, good evening, darling. Whoever is watching. How can you see me then you run out? Am I not that cute? Let me see. Am I not that beautiful? Tell me, 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 tell me. The girl is beautiful. Hey darling, how are you? Welcome to my channel and I hope you're doing great. Give your host a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Mm. 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 Mama badde kyatakwata simu. Etwalira bali bafunye package ejjudde. Nze baagala kusala n'essaala eryokubiri. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Nice to see you on my live. I hope you're doing great, my dear. Good evening. sister, mwana wa Mary, mwana wa Mary, mwana wa Mary tuwunje, mwana wa Mary uwunje, mwana wa Mary uwungire si, mwana wa Mary wayaye, mwana wa Mary uwungire, mwana wa Mary. Ay, 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 would you be my Valentine? Even though the world comes asleep, you will be. Ah, yeah, yeah, yo. Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Nice to see you. My name is Norah. I'm called Namukose Norah. All the way from Uganda. She's right here. Yes, the only Ugandan that you've ever seen, it's me. And the original one. The typical one. I hope everyone is doing great. Don't forget to give your host a thumbs up, like and share, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of videos. I have a beautiful videos right there that you can watch and enjoy if you want to learn to cook, life at home, everything is there. So don't forget to check out. Don't only check out the shorts. I've realized most of people watch my shorts, but they don't like watching the long videos. I don't know. My videos are only from 5 minutes to 6 minutes only. 5 to 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Those are the videos that I make. I don't make any long videos that takes like an hour. Nope. I have videos that are 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, no to 7, 5 to 6, and up to down. Other ones have 3 minutes, other ones have 4 minutes. Just go down, check out my videos, check out on my channel. Guys, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate everyone who supports you, girl Norah, coming back to my channel. Actually, I'm trying to call my mama to see if she can answer. How should the rich should be dancing thing. Hope you guys are doing great. Same as me, no, right here. I'm fine. I have nothing to complain about. Okay, receiving. Kesabaro. Aweni mujulwena. Former police ICT staff in United States linked to Bank of Uganda with what? Also, Bank of Uganda has seen a lot of problems. Ah. Ah, 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 ah. PLU prepares to massive march to the parliament to protest over General Muhoozi. Kasabaro weni mujuleni.